And I wanted to just say that Tim has been a fantastic colleague since he's arrived, and really I've not been able to find any weaknesses in him. He as nice as him, and he normally I sort of look at people and I normally find something, a little Achilles heel, but I haven't found it in him. And I think there's only Achilles heel that seems too nice. As far as a few years ago, I had the nicest, biggest room in the laboratory in Brighton, just by chance. And I was threatened by my desk being taken over by a new consultant, Dr. Shibasu. And I was slightly apprehensive about this. I had to clear everything out of my desk and give it to him, which was, not necessarily a good thing. But in fact, we have become quite good buddies, really. And we have a good gossip on the way. And we discuss the meaning of life as well as. And I think he agrees with me in the sense that we've just changed to the point where we've bred a breed of super haematologists that didn't exist when I started. My consultants used to come in, have a cup of coffee, have a bit of lunch, tea, and go home. And we seem to have just got to the point where it's not sustainable, and I don't know what we're going to do about it. And it's great that Roz, I didn't know where you are, Roz, but Roz has added a lot to our team. She's very kind, and she's a wonderful doctor, and she brings another dimension to the team. And the same with Twiggy. Which just leads me on to Paul, really. As it would. Funny enough, Paul and I don't know each other as well as you might think, although we're the same generation, but we're like ships in the night, because I go to PRH as he comes down to us. But I'm always, every time I go there, I ask the secretary how he's been and how things are. But I have to say that during his clinics, his patients absolutely love him. There's no doubt. They are really upset if there's anybody else. If he's away, they are just so upset. They often leave the clinic. And I think that is a testament to what a great doctor he's been. And he's definitely a holistic doctor. So some of us fall into the trap of saying, well, that's hematology is fine. You better go and see your GP about that pain in your back. But not Paul. He says, his letter is amazing. He says, well, the leukemia is fine, but his heart isn't that good, and I arranged this, and I've sorted out his chest, and I'm arranging his joints to be sorted out. And I think that's the reason that they absolutely love him. Having said that, he does have a colourful turn of phrase. So when we have a video link to Princess Laura on a Monday morning, we discuss various patients that we don't always know, and the response comes across the video link that he's a complete effing nightmare. and then sometimes he says, well, he's which is hard to mimic. He goes to patients and says, well, things aren't that good and there's no plan B. He once came to a meeting and said, well, we're absolutely crap at doing bone marrow transplants in this country. Disconcerting, I think. And occasionally, he has been heard say he can't be asked, not because it's just not that he can't be bothered, it's just that the patient doesn't make him feel that he wants to And I should warn you that today he has been at the cricket match all day. I think it's the Lords, wasn't it? Again, England against Australia. And apparently he's been all over the world following the England cricket team. He's not exactly part of the Barmy Army, he's more one of the generals, I think. And apparently all they do is drink all day. So he may not be prepared for this verbal onslaught. But I have got him a little present.
Aww.
And I saw this a year ago in Smith's in Haematologists. I heard, and for some reason, I don't know what it was about this book, but there's something about it that just made me think, oh. And it's called Can't Be Asked. Things not to do before you die. But before I do that, I just want to also thank my wife Felicity, who's here. She has, for the last 27 years, many of which were on a 1 in 2 rota, has heard me talk to people in the middle of the night about their anticoagulant doses. Recently is becoming increasingly irritated to the point that they're being quite sort of acrimonious, not very helpful really to people in the night. And she gets so upset that I've not been very nice to the poor lady in the night. She's on a 12-hour shift as opposed to a 7-day on call. But she can't, I go straight back to sleep and she is awake all night worrying about it. So she is very pleased that this is going to come to an end. And she's been a great support and I think she deserves a round of applause. You, Paul, with this.
Well, I'll just say a few words then. It did occur to me that I was thinking I must stay sober for this evening. Because when I go to the cricket normally I do get quite hammered because we do. And last year I went to the cricket and I found that when I left the Oval I couldn't walk straight. I was doing stuff and then I got alcoholic toxicity. And it occurred to me coming down the train this evening that actually I wasn't probably pissed enough. I'm too sober and I should have stayed. But anyway, I'm really humbled by you all coming to see me tonight actually. And John. And it's been a really good evening, and it's been really fun working for years with patients who I think have been wonderful, and also the big team ethic in Brighton, which has been absolutely wonderful. I mean, I think the lab staff and the nurses have been absolutely terrific. I think what makes haematology actually is a team thing. I think that's the biggest gift of all is working as a huge team, because there's so much bloody work out there. It's hard to fend off. So I'd just like to say that obviously we're coming back. When are you coming back, actually? Yeah, so we are coming back to lurk in the department as sort of eminence greens of people who sort of hide around in the corridors offering completely negative advice. From my years of experience. And the rest will go, oh yeah. Again, not that one. When you hear it several times, you'll know we're all fading into dementia. But I think the idea of this budgetary advice, you can see that the trust has got to John if he's offering budgetary advice about 20 shillings and stuff. You know it's time to retire. Absolutely know it's time to go. When they got to him finally, at the end you have to balance your books. Balancing your books isn't what haematology does, it just spends money. That's what we do. But thanks very much, and as I say, I'm coming back in August anyway to lurk. Although not entirely clear when we're lurking. And,